Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but America's attitude about smoking has become more hostile than a militia member at a tax audit. These days, even the Philip Morris employee cafeteria has a no-smoking section. If you walked into a restaurant and loudly demanded that they serve you a char-broiled live puppy, you'd probably cause less of an outcry than you would by simply sitting down and lighting up a smoke. When I say smoke, I'm talking mostly about cigarettes, although I guess with the increasing popularity of cigars, we have to include them in tonight's discussion. For years, cigars concerned only half of the population, but their usage is growing more prevalent with the fairer sex. For women, smoking cigars is like going to Chippendales. You're basically saying, look, guys, we can be just as big a bunch of assholes as you can. And you know, I hate to burst your bubbles, ladies, but you can't. Now, it's been proven that tobacco company executives' sworn congressional testimony concerning the addictive powers of nicotine had all the sincerity of Johnny Cochran's tie rack, but who can possibly be shocked by this? Any company in the Americas in business to make money constantly comes to ethical crossroads, and while all will gas it through a closed yellow light, some will just blow right through the red with their eyes closed, just hoping they don't get T-boned by the lumbering vehicle that is the federal government. Tobacco companies will stop at nothing to win the smoking wars. Now their scientists are saying some of the smoking research data is no longer valid because contemporary mores now dictate that the rats have to step outside their mazes to have the smoke. But don't blame the tobacco makers. Don't blame the cigarette makers. Tobacco companies are being sued way too much. I admit they're evil poison mongers who give other evil poison mongers a bad name. Yes, they lie about the addictive nature of their products and they get rich doing it. But come on, tell the truth. We all knew they were lying all along. If you're saying you didn't know cigarettes were bad for you, you're lying through the hole in your trachea. Of course. Of course it causes lung cancer. Of course it causes emphysema. It's fucking smoke! Would you build a campfire every hour and stand real close and take deep breaths? How could you not know smoking is bad for you? Is having teeth the color of caramel corn normal? Is coughing up your lungs one smoldering loogie at a time normal? God gave you two lungs, so don't be an asshole. Think. Use one lung for smoking and the other one for breathing. Here are some signs that it might be time to quit smoking. 1, before lighting up, you wrap a nicotine patch around your cigarette. 2, your newborn twin sons are named Benson and Hedges. 3, you name each cigarette and have a personal conversation with it while you smoke. 4, you're at Arlington Cemetery paying your respects to JFK and you lean over and light one up off the eternal flame. And number 5, you shit pure tar. Listen, the bottom line on cigarette smoking is it's really just the way you interpret things. I mean, they say smoking gives you cancer. Sure, you can be negative and look at that as a bad thing, or you can see that smoking, gives you cancer. It gives it to you. It's a present. Well, here's cancer. Thank you very much, Mr. Cigarette. When I find myself in a room where everybody's smoking and it gets too intense, you know what I do? I don't start waving my hand around and fake coughing. I don't start rattling off heart and lung disease, cancer stats like some autistic surgeon general. I don't lecture anybody about their lifestyle choices. I leave the room, okay? My acceptance of smokers is one of the compromises, one of the little negotiations that one must make if one is to live in a modern urban society. I don't know why people complain about secondhand smoke. At nearly $2 a pack, don't you realize how much money they're saving you? And plus, if you smoke, you get to read matchbook covers and learn about the exciting career opportunities awaiting in cartooning. And hey, say to all you militant anti-smokers who I see every day screaming at strangers for lighting up, if you were that concerned about your lungs, what in the fuck are you doing in L.A., okay? Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.